All right, on the road to reopening Washington state, Governor Jay Inslee is expected to reevaluate the state's metrics today. This to see if any counties are eligible to move up or down in the reopening plan.
More than a dozen counties are poised to roll back. Right now, Clark County is in phase 3, which means that gyms and restaurants can open up to 50%.
And joining us live with the latest is Clark County Deputy Health Officer Dr. Stephen Krager. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what metrics does Clark County need to have to stay in phase 3 where they are right now?
Yeah, so we're looking at two metrics. Case rate, so that's number of cases we have per 100,000 people over a 14-day period. We need that to stay under 200. We're above that right now. We're like 270 in Clark County. The other metric is hospitalizations. That needs to stay under 10 per 100,000 over a week. And we're, under 5, and we're actually doing okay in that metric. Our most recent numbers are about 3.8. According to the state, we need to fail both in order to move back. So it looks, more likely that we will stay in phase 3, but we'll see.
Okay, Clark County is in an interesting spot, right? Because you do have this neighboring movement from Cowlitz and Skamania counties. You have a lot of people who maybe live in Vancouver, work in Portland, a lot of back and forth between states. How big of an impact is that having on your ability to try and curb the spread in your community?
Yeah, it makes it tough. I mean, like you've talked about earlier, there's a lot of spread going on in Oregon. That's true in Washington too, and we're seeing that in Clark County. Our rates have kind of skyrocketed the last few weeks. Cowlitz County has been hit hard recently. They were moved back to phase 2. And so it's, we're not surprised about what's happening in Clark County, but we're certainly concerned. There's some silver linings where the hospitalizations aren't rising as fast as we feared. And part of that, I think, is, we've vaccinated a lot of our vulnerable population. So we're still seeing some hospitalizations, but really in that over 65 kind of age range, we're not seeing a lot. And we think that's because the vaccines are working.
Yeah, but as you said, those cases still are going up. Are you seeing a lot of vaccine hesitancy in your area? Are there groups that just don't want to get the vaccination?
What we're trying to focus on right now is people who maybe weren't as eager to get vaccinated as we've seen in the past. So in the past, people were signing up as soon as appointment slots opened up. Lately, that's slowed down a little bit, and we're trying to make it more convenient for people. So we're opening up, walk-ins, no appointment necessary to get vaccinated, and people are responding to that. So I think if we make it a little bit more convenient, make it easy to get vaccinated, more people will do so. And, as we go forward, we will have to address people who are more reluctant, and we hope we can convince them. We think it's the right thing to do for yourself, for your community, for the state. And we think going forward, we can convince people that it's the right thing to do, and we'll need to address that going forward.
So it sounds like you're hopeful that you'll remain in phase 3 as you currently sit here in the reopening today. I know we're expecting an announcement from Governor Inslee. What kind of impact do you think a rollback could have on the community, not just on COVID spread, but just on how people are handling the pandemic?
Yeah, it's tough when a county gets moved back. It's always a little bit of a kind of a wake-up call, I think. I think we still need that wake-up call in Clark County. What is contributing to spread really seems to be social gatherings, people hanging out with family and friends. That's our most significant kind of contributor. So even if we don't move back, we hope people kind of take to heart that we're still in the middle of this pandemic. If you can get vaccinated, now is the time to do so. If you're not going to get vaccinated, please continue to take precautions, wear masks when indoors with other people, and try to limit social gatherings. Otherwise, our case numbers are going to continue to rise.
All right, Dr. Stephen Krager, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
And when the governor does make that announcement, we will have everything you need to know on KOIN.com.